Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, and today we're going to rectify the biggest mistake No Compromise, No Surrender has introduced. This is China. You might be wondering, what's so wrong about China? I mean, they got a big update, a lot of warlords, it's great. They took away Shibiri-san-ma. And ISP is sad. I don't want ISP to be sad, so we are going to restore the balance. I will make Shibiri-san-ma Shibiri again. So, let us begin. Now, there are a variety of Ma's to choose from, each more deranged than the next, but the one we want is Shanghai Ma. It's the only one that can get the real Shibiri-san-ma back. Iron Man mode on, historical focus is on, let's get Shibiri.
Thank you, thank you. And if you like that, you'll love our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, Leonardo DiCaprio! I mean, Da Vinci!
Ah, beautiful. So, 7 divisions, which we will turn into Shibingjun, our horse lords, and just start exercising them. Construction. We're gonna build a bit of a railway from this supply hub to that supply hub. I know there's a river there, but I prefer to have control by, well, building railways that will eventually allow me to get more supplies through. A little bit of infrastructure as well. Barely anything else to be done here because we have no build slots. And then the focus tree. So this is just one of the shared focus trees that all the warlords get, and they all get a little bit of a regional extra. The regional bit here is sideline family conflicts. This is a shared branch with all of the Ma tribes. This allows you to unify all Ma's into a single Ma, and the military governor here is specific to Shanghai Ma. What's so great about that? Well, it allows us to send Ma Lin on a Hajj. Now guess what Ma will replace Ma Lin? That's right, Ma BUFANG. He's here. He's not in charge, but he will be. Let's start by changing the Qibingjun to member divisions. I want to name every single one of our divisions after our beloved channel members. It is these people who allow me to do what I do, and it's through their sacrifice and manpower that we can win the campaigns that we engage on. So if you want to see yourself represented on a battlefield, why not consider a channel membership? And if that is beyond you or not, simply not interested in it, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel and these videos out tremendously. Thank you very much. All right, now research. We're gonna need better guns, I would like, and some extra production, I would like. Then in terms of focuses, we're gonna start by sidelining family conflicts. We're gonna work our way down towards demanding submission because I figured out how to make that work. Let's trade for steel with the Soviets. All right, family conflicts sidelined. Next step, strengthening our position. And 100 political power. We're gonna hire chief of the army. What's that, Ma BUFANG? Welcome aboard, sir. Welcome back. The GOAT. All right, 5 army experience, division designer, create new empty one, and they will be 1 cavalry unit. 27 divisions, high priority, deploy them in Golog, all named after channel members, and we're gonna force deploy them as soon as we can. To get these guys to sign off on becoming our puppets, Kotan, Gansu, and Ningxia, you just spam out a lot of really small divisions. These old guys are also going to convert into the Swall template, so the excess equipment can flow into these divisions here. Need a little bit of time, so we're going to develop Golog, get another Civ. These 2 divisions we get from the focus, also turn them into cavalry, and this man will obviously be a cavalry expert, cavalry leader, cavalry. This country is so well placed for cavalry. We obviously have Ma BUFANG, we have a cavalry genius, we have a bonus the cavalry attack and defense, and then an infantry attack and defense, which, unless they've recently changed this, also applies to cavalry, combined with the new doctrine of, where is it, mounted infantry, which will allow us to speed up artillery to the point that it can keep up with cavalry. Start force deploying them. Get to work on demanding submission. The last guys should be rolling off the production line. We still need a little bit of equipment to fully equip them, but in terms of manpower, we're good. In terms of equipment, we're mostly good. We also got plenty of political power. We're going to improve relations with all of our fellow Ma cliques. Industry, next, we need to get some production going. All right, submission demanded. Let's see. Ma Hushan, yes. Ma Hongkui, yes. Ma Buqing, yes. So the numbers are still correct every single time. It just works. I'm just gonna try and rush the United Ma State because my goal is to get my border raids going, along with border clashes with the nationalists, to steal the land I want, and then join the United Front to fend off the Japanese, if that can be at all achieved. We are also going to delete half the army, and these guys are going to be converted into the Jun again. We don't have the manpower or the equipment for it, but we need to have an actual army. I say actual army. Yeah, this is the template, so don't hold your horses. Get it? Yeah, like on historical, China almost always wins this because their militia are really strong. They are infiltrated and they have the caught off guard modifiers. Will it be invalidated? It has been invalidated. Mao got cucked again. All right, whole bunch of extra troops here. I'm going to delete one of them and the other 12 can go to the main army. Once more, all of these will be Jun. Hopefully named after glorious channel members. I'll do that off camera. So that gives us an army of 24 cav. We should have the manpower for it. We have integrated these warlords and their industries. 9 civs, of which we can use 4. Oh, 4 military factories. And Mao's just done it again. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They fucked me. I'll fuck them right back. Don't worry about it. First off, I like grabbing a little bit of industry plus the research slot from this branch, but I want to move to opposition and institute cross-border raids as well as border clashes with the nationalists as soon as possible so that I can start taking apart the distracted Chinese United Front, get the cores I want off them, and after that, you know, we'll help beat the Japanese if there's any hope of that. Today, we will unite the Hui and we will become Shibiri-san Ma! We are back and better than ever because we're bigger now. Well, it's November 36 and the Chinese United Front has formed. There we go. We have an option of joining it. Maybe later. I first want to take advantage of the fact that everyone around me is weak and stupid. So we're still working on that. Unfortunately, I am also weak and stupid. So, I've gone on to limited conscription, partial mobilization, and I'll also switch over to Grand Battle Plan. You know, in the spirit of, you know, the glorious cavalry charges of World War I early days, let's harken back to that. Production's ongoing, got our cross-border raids. Don't really feel like I'm in the position to execute on those yet, so let's grab a little bit of research speed. We only have 3 slots. Now, for the low price of 100 political power, we will be able to stage a border raid. Now, these work really well if the enemy is distracted, or if you have very specifically tailored divisions to make that happen. Right now, don't really have those. I could delete like half the army and just prepare them for the specific task of killing mine enemies. So I'll get these up to like 18 width. Are they great? I don't know. They'll serve. And some support artillery. Can I afford that yet? Almost. Let's take half of them, put them over there so we can do a border raid on Yarkand. Any fresh construction is gonna have to be rushed. I have like virtually no infrastructure anywhere. Well, there we go. Japan has begun Japanning. It's going to be very exciting because we both want to consume our cores from the nationalists as well as the warlords, but we don't want that faction to die. Because if the faction dies, we are McFucked. I want 1, 2, 3, 4 states. Anything else, I could not care less about. Now, in the current build, China is incredibly weak. They have the troops, but Chiang Kai-shek couldn't economy his way out of a wet paper bag, so they are never equipped properly, and it all just crumbles by, at the latest, mid-39, so we're gonna have to hurry things along. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Hebei Shahar never joined the faction? I'll stage an incident here real quick on Shanbei, since it is actually one of the cores I want. Let's just go. All right, it might work out. My troops are better quality than whatever garbage they have. We'll most likely win this. And to make sure the next one goes better, we'll uplift the cavalry regiments, more attack. Well, not even in theory, in practice as well. Huzzah! Sweet, we've got Guiyan. That's a core. Boom! All right, Gannan border next. Shouldn't be too hard, though. Some stuff showing up. Let's start that conflict. I might have accidentally bitten off more than I can chew. The terrain's not great. The divisions we have are not great either. I would like to not lose this border war. Our guys are fine. I wish we had a little more soft attack to really chew through this. The terrain's not the best. I think we'll win. It is really going to be tight. Oh well, let's keep improving the army. If we fail that one, I can get a rain check soon, but China is not looking too hot. Well, we've won in Gannan at least. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. I have been scammed by Chiang Kai-shek. I was going to win this, and he has deprived me of that. I am angry. At least I got the political power refunded so I can grab the cavalry genius. Okay then, I'll figure out how trains work next so we can get those running. I don't know how many troops Xinjiang has. I don't think it's a lot. Let's get to work on mounted infantry. That will increase our horse capabilities even further. All right, I can escalate the border conflict. Move the cavalry in. This can only go well. All right, brigade specialization. We'll get the Hui army for more attack and defense. Escalate now. Begin the attack. Look at the stats. Oh my god, what have you got stacked there? There's the river crossing, there's the mountains, the fact that the enemy retains all of its entrenchment, and their divisions are just better. So this is a failure. Wow, I lose 150 political power as well? Okay, so I'm just getting continuously scammed by the game at this point. Great experience so far. No, Gannan. I should have had Gannan by now, but no, can't have anything fair. Let's figure out how trucks work. At least we'll get some supply in the region. Oh, that's 2 naval invasions. Yeah, Chang's cooked. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I would like to stage a border war, please. No, I hate this system. Oh, border conflicts can trigger in every province bordering the provinces you have troops in. To really direct them, you want to be putting your troops in provinces that only border one other province. Like in this case, Hubei only borders Gansu. I had my troops in Golog, which borders 1, 2, 3 different areas. It's highlighted now. It's gonna go for Golog. I don't want the state of Ganzi. There's no point to it. I should have checked that before I pressed the button. Because suddenly he has a lot of troops here. I am big mad about this. Oh, I could have won this so easily if I had just targeted the right fucking area. Ah! It's just a straight up fight where you have to push them out. And because of the terrain and the fact that he got a lot of high org divisions in there just in time means I've lost a second border clan. Oh, and the communists are going to be infiltrating me as well, which is going to be super annoying. Another sink in political power. I hate this, man. Solidifying control should give us even more cavalry attack and defense. Maybe that'll help. Get a little bit more support equipment into our divisions, maybe. I wish I could find a way to get more manpower out. All right, can I do another border clash? At the Gansu border this time, please. These are all relatively elite forces. I'm on the right side of the border now. I'm going to get the right province targeted. Doctrines available. Let's get an operational doctrine. I don't follow the meta all that well. Probably to my detriment. Grand Assault sounds nice, so fuck it, we ball. Yeah, let's just start the border conflict. Nobody's showing up. I guess we'll win by default. I've won. Huzzah, it's now mine. I think I'll give it one more try at the Yarkand border. These are as trained as they're gonna get. I think it just bugged out here. I should have lost this. They just dipped out the moment we made contact. I mean, I'll take the win, but I shouldn't have it. In spite, I might... Oh, I didn't want to do that. I accidentally pressed that button, and I really did not want to. I'm not going to proclaim a rival government yet. It removes my warlord status, which I kind of need right now. We'll try to grab every benefit we can here. This is more recruital pop and factory output. Yeah, at least I'll win. Huzzah, but I didn't want to win. If I press the button, it will start a border war over Gannan border. That's the one I want. Kind of want to try it fire concentration. This should improve support artillery, but it also improves other artillery as well. Kind of want to see what it does if we reduce the artillery combat width and then introduce line artillery. Mostly because I can speed up line artillery to like an extra 50%, make it basically as fast as cav. I'm not going to claim that this is in any way good. I just want to see what it does. Regular artillery, 20.2 width. I guess that's fine. It's just very expensive. I could afford this, I think. All right, we'll start that border incident. He's going to walk a unit in there, I think, at some point. Well, we've won anyway. Huzzah. So I'm improving relations until we get out of the red. It's not much I can do. So much that we need to do. Anyway, let's organize the army properly now. I'm not going to fight any more border wars. I'm going to get everyone into position. And we are going to support our brothers in the Chinese United Front. Oh, I guess that also works. I guess we're at war now. I'll join. Sure. Oh boy. First of all, additional units out. Let's queue up another army. Next up, where do we fight? I'll detach 6 units up there. Anyway, just hold that for a bit. The rest of these guys who are way out of position, start focusing on retaking this from the Japanese. We're going to slow the game down a lot. We are now going to be playing... for the team. We have all of our cores. All right, let's get going. Let's see if we can save this. I'll take any and all lend-lease. I'll join your call to arms, whatever it takes. And now we're going to just start the counteroffensive. Let's take Xi'an. We're going to try and play this properly. As soon as we can get that supply hub, the better, because that will allow us to then jump forward. At least like our units are very good in combat. Get a lot of bonuses to cavalry. If we just try to roll the line back, that's not really gonna do great. We absolutely have to push encirclements. Destroy Japanese divisions so they don't get to fight us a second time. Well, first little pocket. So we'll try to use the speed of the cavalry to outmaneuver the Japanese, destroy their divisions, and keep forward momentum going. Over here, we're having a little bit of trouble. I need more units to fully cover the front. Congratulations. You're all ready for the front line. Consider this a battlefield promotion. You're all Ma on this blessed day. So we'll need these guys to hold the north. I'll pull these guys back down to the southern wings. And little by little, creating our settlements. It's not much, but it's honest work. That's another pocket, and then we'll move on to this supply hub here. We'll let the Japanese walk into the north while we maintain control of the victory points and the supply there, and just let them starve. Oh, and our units are performing really good. Like, the country bonuses definitely add up. Really great to see the brilliant stats on these guys. Let's keep marking our way down. We're gonna try for pockets. Destroy as many of their divisions as we possibly could. Might not work out. Yeah, I think they have too many divisions in the area, and they'll keep reinforcing the tile, which makes sense. You know, I also would not want to get like that big of a part of my army encircled. Definitely turned the tide a little bit. Shaanxi's still looking shaky up there, but they're getting bogged down in the hills, the mountains, and the desert. So I think the north is about as secure as it's gonna get. Oh boy. I was gonna say we'll get it reinforced. Barely. Last stand then. Even if I do lose it, it's shame, but it's not gonna be the be all and end all. Anyway, this pocket's not happening. We'll try to make it a little bit smaller. I'll get these 2 divisions then by killing the unit below those. At least we'll get that sorted out. We'll hit that tile, and we'll be able to encircle some units down south. You pin those guys. Yeah, we're cutting the Japanese to size this way. I've lost 37,000 men, but I have killed 110,000. I'd say the numbers are in our favor. Oh, for God's sake, Mao, leave me alone! It's just targeting all my states. I won them fair and square, you idiot! Encirclements are going. I'm trying to deal with this last little holdout 4 divisions. They're just not a really annoying tile to take. Yeah, it's just a matter of opening up enough combat with, I guess. In terms of faction contribution, how are we looking? Not the best. That's because Chang is trying to make us do things we can't really do. Armored forces. Brother, we're never gonna have tanks. Control the Malayan riches. We're not gonna go to war with the Allies. I guess we forced them into their ahistorical path, and they are now in the Xinjiang Autonomous SSR. Alright, let's get a counterattack rolling. Well, I think I've breached. Let's see what we can make happen. Now, it is entirely possible Chang does something incredibly stupid that costs us the war. Would not be at all surprising. We're cutting right through. We're doing so well. This is a narrow bottleneck that I don't like to see. Anyway, we have reached Donghai. Okay, first of all, I want that peninsula secured and move the majority of my forces the southern bit. The northern bit, I don't know, let Mao or Chang worry about that. Well, as expected, bag fumbled. Can't trust the nationalists to do anything else than get you killed. They just don't do anything but fumble the bag. Yeah, they are professional bag fumblers. I believe I've just lost a horse. Chang, you asshole. You absolute asshole. You can't do anything right, can you? No, you're just the worst idiot in this entire... Billions of Chinese, and you're the dumbest one there. Is that like your whole shtick? I can lose war so quickly, hold my beer? That is exactly what this feels like, Chang. This is just not working. Just halt. I'll find some manpower eventually once we can get some political power again. Wish I could commit my entire cavalry corps to this, because there are opportunities here. Oh, there were opportunities here. Oh, come on, Chang! Every win I give him, he just throws away. All right, little encirclement. Just something about this should work out. I'm just gonna have to proclaim a rival government and hope the second focus tree I get is any good. Well, I am no longer a warlord. I have my rival government proclaimed. I have to claim the mandate of heaven, right? You just gotta. Did that invalidate my border clashes? Not really. We'll do one here. I don't know if it's going to be any, worth anything. Oh, dear God. Probably won't be. I'm still trying to hold here. The cavalry is not as tough as I thought it might be. I'm having a lot of difficulties holding out against the Japanese. Like, they're really hurting me. It's mostly the air, so one of the things I need to grab, I definitely should be grabbing it now, is Toad AA. Oh, no. We are definitely not in a good place. Oh, I need to rush down here to contain this before everything goes to shit. Mom must suffer. I think this border war bugged out. It's just permanently stuck. Guangdong province has capitulated. Yep. I'm pretty certain that courtesy of Chiang Kai-shek's complete inability to do literally anything, it is now all Jover. Oh, I did win the border war. Huzzah. Well, there is that, I guess. On the bright side, that's another little pocket we've got here. 3 more divisions wiped out. All right, I'm going to try and bring troops south, see if I can get Nanning liberated. This looks fairly bogged down. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Oh, the red bubbles. Oh, Chang is so bad at this game. We're dead. It's over. Oh my God, all the land we retook. I took this supply hub. I took this hub. I took Donghai. I was at the coast, and it's just completely fumbled. And not to mention, I mean, don't even look south. Oh, I don't even want to look at it this badly. All right, 12,000 guns. That's helpful. I'm going to get Lend-Lease from anyone I can. Turkey's very generous. Thank you very much, Turkey. 8,000 guns and some support equipment, but it's too little too late. Maybe I'm just being overly dramatic. I somewhat hope that is what this is. I thought I had like great stats, a bunch of bonuses, decent generals, but I'm getting destroyed. I will not be getting that supply hub. Oh man, and now they're crumbling in the middle. The only place that's holding somewhat is the north, and I can't do anything. I can't pull these units off. I can't move them elsewhere either. It's so frustrating. No, they've lost this supply hub as well. No, you idiots. No, Shang, no. I can't even take 2 guys on a mountain because my unit, look at this. Look at the stat. Everything is so shit. Everything is so shit. The bubbles never turn green. They just die. I still need like more than 100,000 men to just replenish the losses I have. And then they just push me. Beyond cooked. This run is dead. This run is over, and I have no answer. And it's not even me that's gonna lose. I don't count as a major, so the moment Chang decides to dip, I'm dead as well. I'm so angry about it. I have to rebuild this entire army before I can do anything. I can't counterattack anywhere. The units are just not combat effective. All right, I'll try to hold on to this. Maybe I'll send some troops south to hold the area around Chongqing. But we're fucked. I don't understand. The moment I pushed to Donghai, some sort of switch got flipped in Japan's AI. Are we at least recovering the manpower in the field? I still need like 70,000 men. And these guys are still not holding. I'm holding around Chongqing, trying to fend them off from the capital. If Chongqing falls, it is over. And I am desperately trying to hold on to Xi'an because it's the next supply hub along the railway. If they take that, they can easily keep pushing. We're not dead yet. 3 million losses for China, 1.5 for Japan. I've done a good deal of heavy lifting there, but we're barely positive on KD. Okay, I don't know what happened, but it stopped. Like, the endless Japanese advance has ground to a halt. Yeah, my guess is they had Ichigo and I hadn't noticed, and that has now run out and I can actually do something to them again. On the bright side as well, manpower has come in. My defensive posture has somewhat helped not annihilate what was left of my troops. I'm gonna get some AA integrated as well as soon as we can afford it. Fuck it, just do it now. And we're gonna see if we can slowly and methodically massage our way out of this one. Micro our way to some sort of victory. Get those supply hubs back, force them out. I don't think they get another go at Ichigo, so now that we're through, I think we're through. Create a large envelopment, if we can. They do appear to have pushed well past their possible supply lines, so with a little luck, I think we should be able to get through. I'm also going to try an incident at the Zungaria border. Apparently this still works. Alright, we're at or approaching Changde. Yeah, this was a lost cause. The mountains here not conducive to mobile warfare. We're still losing ground here and there, but whenever I am able to concentrate my cavalry, at least we're once again able to move the needle, even if just a little bit. Oh crap, breakout. My god, Chang, could you just not? At this point, he's just a professional bed shitter. Well, Japan has just gone to war with the Dutch East Indies, which is good for us. I'm going to try and swing north towards Taijuan and then concentrate this cavalry to punch through near Yulin, with the goal being encircling everything around the Shanbei region. Expand. Now cut south. Cut south. Oh, and then you run into a single stupid mountain, and that's oof. That is detrimental. Still might be able to punch through up here. As long as Shang does not single-handedly fumble the bag in ways that have been previously thought unfumbleable. Okay, so the US is in. That's good. Keeping them pinned. Keep them pinned. Keep them pinned, and then we'll encircle this stuff here. Alright, these guys are stuck. So that's a couple of divisions, and then I can make a secondary maneuver with these units near Yulin and head straight north to that supply hub, and we'll try to cut them off as well. And then we'll cut that section of the enemy off as well. Focus on just encircling this, destroying it, come back later, and retake your positions. Every time I'll look back at this, it's just getting worse. You'll be able to make that, and now you head to Zhangbei. See if we can knock these guys out. Oh, okay, another unit encircled. They're last standing, but that will not ultimately save them. All right, sweet, got them. So we're through the desert, and this pocket's getting condensed as well. Oh, yes! Up here, we have unfortunately failed to take the supply. Oh. Have we? Yeah, last stand is my bane. And pocket gone. Alright, that at least... Oof. We're hurting them more than they're hurting us. And we've lost Taijuan, like, right away. Let's take it back. Shang keeps creeping ever closer to death. We have overtaken him. I could claim faction leadership if I had another 800,000 troops deployed. No, that's not happening. Alternatively, I don't know. I'm really grasping at straws, I will admit. I have no immediate solution to the problems here, because I could cut the front line. I could get to the coastline there, but then what? Legitimately, what's that going to achieve for us? 8,000 guns, support equipment, AA. The line is thin here. I've got the supply hub. If I can also grab the railway, am I able to knock them out? I control the land if I take it over. Oh, no, it's going to Shang-Chi click? I'm the one who's done all the heavy lifting here. There we go. Shibe-sanma. Much cleaner. Be bold. Be bold. Caution has kept us alive, but boldness. Boldness will see us to victory. Armored cavalry. It has the word cavalry in it. Kind of want it, but none of that actually does anything for us. None of these things are even remotely good for us. You know what? We might just get the mountaineer stuff. Maybe I'll make some mountaineers later. Ask for control of state. Shanghai. Yeah, they send me that. And now they'll refuse. Oh, occupation is such a pain in the ass. Oh, there goes Manchukuo. That's one down. Run all the way down to Tianjin, and then we'll separate the fronts. I am way overcommitting to this, I'm afraid. I may just be wildly overplaying my hand. Oh, man. If we can take Manchuria and use its industries, that would set us up to take over the faction. And we would have all we need to work our way through the Mandate of Heaven stuff. I don't know if this actually allows us to eat the Chinese. It's the funniest path out there, and I kind of just want to see what it does. Now, if Chang could just keep himself from falling over in my absence, that would be the best. We might actually come out of this on the other side. If it looks stupid and it works, it's not actually stupid. Oh boy. Manchukuo is dead. Manchuria, oof, they still need a little bit of lands. You had to Harbin. You had to Ulanhot. As long as there's no major breakouts anywhere else. This is actually probably fine-ish. The terrain here is scheisse. There are more Japanese troops showing up, so while they're busy, they're not as busy as I had hoped. Army reform, fine. I'll take the 60 division plan. I think that gives us a couple of military bonuses as well in terms of attack and some such nonsense. All right, that is encircled, so that is another bunch of units we'll take out. You know what? I will build some dockyards. All right, steel. I need a lot more steel. Fortunately, there's a very large amount of factories in Manchukuo. Fun fact, this was, if I'm not mistaken, the most industrialized part of China at the time. Keep cutting the Japanese down, and we maintain a hold here as well, so we can keep Beiping secure or keep our rear secure. As long as Chang doesn't fall over and die, we're golden. Oh, I even have the Mukden arsenal now. Huzzah, I have an MIO. To think I thought it was so over. All I had to do was believe. Oh, this is why you play these stupid campaigns, isn't it? Those moments that shouldn't happen, but do. There goes the Empire of Great Manchuria, who had one interwar light tank left. Okay. Okay. As long as they don't naval invade me now, I can roll down Korea, establish my port guards, and then focus on, I don't know, maybe helping Chang out? We've got so much industry now as well. We are the undisputed local powerhouse now. I think I outpower, well, maybe they outnumber me, the regular Chinese, but I got the industry now. I legit thought it was over. I was so certain it was all over. I'm gonna quickly design like a holding infantry for, I don't know, get them engineers, some artillery, and make them a little cheaper, and make them 12 width. That's fine. I'm gonna pump out a couple of these if we can. Mostly for port guarding duty, because we will be guarding some ports. That is all of Korea liberated. Or should I say under new management. Yeah, we'll use the cheap-ass cav on, let's call it military governor. Draw up on the border near Beiping, and then we'll work our way down, I guess. I will perform a preparatory committee. We're going down the restoration of the Chinese Empire. Who better to restore the Chinese Empire than Ma Bufang? Is that not the spitting image of a true emperor of China? Yeah, so Mao is just continuously sabotaging me now. Boy, I hate that man. Anyway, Ma Bufang will be coronated at the Temple of Heaven. The son of heaven, Ma Bufang. He was Muslim, by the way. The Ma clique was, I mean, those are Chinese Muslims, but no, I'm following the Confucian traditions. You know what? If it looks stupid, but it works, it's not stupid, right? Can I stage my incident? Yes. All right, let's see if I can get another core state out of that. Ah, territory's flipping to the real China now, unfortunately. And I've won in Zungaria as well. Huzzah! Back to the front, if you will. I wonder if we can still get the peace deal out of this. The white peace, which would suck if it now handed all that land back to Chang instead of us. And Japan's just so busy with, well, everything else, that they're not really doing anything to counter this sweeping move down the coast. Aren't you tired of winning yet? And there goes the reorganized national government of China. Well, I'll leave all the inland troops and I'll rush to secure the ports. If we secure the ports, they're basically cut off. Can I claim leadership? No, I just need so many troops, but I can throw out the invaders. At least we'll get that. Every faction member with at least 30% influence. So yay, that's me. I'm literally going to be the only one who's going to get an initiative point. All right, we have thrown out the invaders. Let's liberate our territory. Sounds like a good idea. To think I was so afraid it was all over. This is just probably one of the biggest wins I've had in a while. Territory liberated. Wow. I don't know what to pick. Maybe win the war. You know, good idea. Let's try and win the war. And there goes Saigon. We're really... Oh, they had one gun. Truly impressive. Yeah, we're going to win the Continental War. And then it's just a matter of now what? Well, there goes Siam. So that's the continent secured, or as secure as it's going to get. The restoration of the Chinese Empire. Why not? I'm also going to work on air because... You know, why not? You know, paratroopers are going to be required to do anything, anywhere at all. And the army itself, we're just going to bring them home. This is going to be the part of the country I really want to hold on to. So this is the part we'll defend, air quotes, from our friends. There we go. Restoration of the Chinese Empire. Under Ma Bufang, the loyal warlord and the son of heaven. Why? Because why not? We're gonna work on air. Obviously gonna need it to get to Japan if the allies don't get to Japan first. Now from that point forward, we'll see. This is so stupid. I'm having a border war across impassable terrain. And your guess is as good as mine, guys. These are also Soviet troops. The game is just completely confused. Well, I'll take the dub. Deal with it. There's only one place I can now deploy troops. My capital has moved to Beijing. This area is disconnected, and the rest of this area counts as having been conquered. And this is now not really owned by me either. I might have just broken the game. Let's also stage one last incident. It's only available against warlords and the Republicans if they're not in the same faction as you. And just for some reason, you know, Xinjiang has just gone completely off the rails. Well, at least it allows me to eat them. And for some reason, their troops also don't count for... they just left. It's just... Why? I don't know. Can't believe I'll have all these powerful bonuses against the Chinese and I won't be able to use them because the war with China's not... with Japan isn't ending. And I can't make it end. I'm gonna build a aerodynamics facility along with a bunch of air bases in the south of Korea. I'm going to begin production of the best fighter airplanes I can as soon as I have them researched, which reminds me I should hire someone for air experience, as well as improve transport planes and paratroopers. We're gonna have to try and paradrop. It would appear the Soviet tendril has reached out and touched Berlin. I think the axes are not long for this world. Now, for some reason, Turkey constantly joins the allies like very early on. That is definitely not helping, but I would believe the axes are 100,000% cooked at this point. Meanwhile, again, I'm just trying to build as many fighters as I can with a high enough quality, but it is not a great experience trying to get to Japan this way. It is incredibly annoying. The problem is just range, so I have really poor efficiency over the home islands, meaning your airplanes just don't perform very well. So for a brief window, we have green air, sufficient green air, and we're gonna go. See if we can seize Hiroshima. I need more paratroopers on there. If we can take Hiroshima before they can reinforce it, we're gonna funnel in... by my best estimate, roughly a bajillion cavalry. And it's going to be a very fun experience for Japan to watch the Mongol hordes descend. All right, it's in, we're in, deploy. Secure the area, and we can bring in our airplanes so we can secure a sky for ourselves. All right, the boys are all in. Move you guys in as well to start grabbing land. And I'll move like 2 of you here to hold the crossing at Shimonoseki. I've seized Japan's naval headquarters at Hiroshima. Lovely. Let's just get there, boys. Just go. Deployment now. Got the airbase here as well, so let's move like 500 airplanes over. All that effort. I didn't build any casts, which is probably a mistake on my part, but I don't care anymore at this point. I just want Japan to die so that I may live. I'm going to stop making transports, and I might actually design some casts. It could be useful in our very near future war with the enemies in China, because we will be fighting everyone next. That is a lot of aluminium. And I have no convoys because all of my convoys are being used for horses. I do so wish that we could get some materials in China itself so I don't have to trade so much with everyone. I need autarky. I'm not going to be able to get enough aluminum on my own. The cavalry is almost there, and then we can just run roughshod over the hated Japanese. They've done terrible things to China. Now it's my turn to do terrible things to them. I do hope I get the majority of the war score here. I'm going to have to share, but what I'm mostly concerned is that I need to have enough points to take all of Manchuria, ideally, as well as my capital of Beijing. I don't technically own it. I just control it. So I would like to, you know, own my own capital, if that's at all feasible. Behold the cavalry armies of China. Mongols have nothing on this. And it should be over soon. They can't have that much left. No, they're dead. They're effectively dead. Just gotta walk to the last couple of victory points and it's over. Good night, sweet prince. Kuniaki Koiso. What? Where's Tojo? Doesn't matter. At least now Japan knows who's boss. It's me. I'm the boss. And with that, we have achieved our glorious victory. Now, first things first. I want my land on this side of the sea. I want Manchuria, along with Beijing and the associated areas. Let's just start by doing that. Let's start with puppeting Korea. If we have any points left over. Oh, this is infuriating. I do not technically own a naval base, because this is all controlled but not owned. I am still landlocked over there. And as a result, despite me having taken a naval base into peace deal, I still cannot take a navy. Oh, that is annoying. I will have to puppet the Empire of Japan then. I'm gonna have to fight the Americans for it. But I'm going to give it a go. All right, 300 rounds of peace deal over. That concludes this. I'll take some resource rights where I can. Yeah, I got so bogged down in Japan, just laser focused on Japan, I forgot all about these areas where there's the rubber. Fuck! All right, let's end this. See what we end up with. This, I did not take this. This was handed to me by this idiot, which, you know, thanks, I guess. We have the Chinese puppet under Fumimaru Konoe is the... Oh, Japan. Well, so if I leave the faction, we can go to war with all these other Chinas, and then we'll use this focus to get us the war goals. So let's just get the army back home, draw up the battle lines, and let's skibbity-san-ma their ass. Holy shit, this guy has 200 divisions. I may need to increase division count. Let's get to building air bases in the region so that we can exploit the fact that we have an actual air force. Other than that, not much to be done. Maybe some radar stations here and or there. We've got Japan on our side for all the good it'll do us. I don't know how much they have left. 7 divisions? And, well, okay, so they have the majority of their navy still. Sweet. We made out like a bandit in that regard. Well, in that case, let's get all the troops home, get everything sorted out, and we will be ready to fight for the soul of China next. I don't need your faction. I'll be leaving the Chinese United Front, and we will be starting Never Another Protection War. That should give us all the fun we need. I have a garrison here that will attempt to hold my old Ma lands. I have manned the front line against my future enemy China's, and I'm trying to shit out another couple of troops, another 72 divisions for the meat grinder. I don't have the generals or the field marshals to actually give all these guys their required leaders, but let's just get a couple more generals out there, and we'll hold the line in the south as well. Let's also get a little bit of rubber production going in our country. We will not be reliant on Southeast Asia for that. I have CAS, I have fighters, I have a magnificent cavalry army. There we go. Never Another Protection War. We are going to war. Let's see. They don't have any guarantees, so we're just gonna drag in all of these little puppets. I'm not gonna call my allies in. I can do this on my own. The Son of Heaven needs no allies. I'm going to declare all these wars at the same time. None of these guys should be getting involved. Changsha. We will be the Changsha Emperor, I suppose. BUFANG will become the Celestial Emperor. Huzzah! Magnificent cavalry charge in the north using air cover. Not quite as magnificent as I would have hoped. That's a lot of red bubble. Oh, Oh, never mind. That is definitely turning green at a very alarming pace. Alarming for Shang, not so much myself. There goes Shang-Chi. That was quick. Yeah, I might be taking casualties here, but I'm inflicting them way more than I'm taking them. Look at this encirclement. 25 divisions on Nanjing. Yeah, there goes Mao as well. Thank God for that. Chinese Soviet Republic. Goodbye. You weren't even in a faction? Okay, I'll take it. I think I should be very pleased they didn't join the Comintern, because that would have gone poorly. That's another, what, 20 divisions trapped there. Huzzah. Yeah, that's 1.5 million men in a few months. Atomic bombing of Hessen. Uh-oh. Damn, they're holding! Maybe not so much. The Soviet Union has declared war on Imperial Chinese Japan. Oh, God, no. Don't do this to me now, Stalin! I was so close! Okay, I gotta rush my troops all over the place now. This is horrible. No warning either, like, no notification. Oh, they're justifying. No, just declare war. War declared. Boom. You're dead. Nothing. I mean, come on, dude. Chile declared war on Imperial Chinese Japan. What? I have to fight the allies as well? No! At least I had a little bit of fun while it lasted, but this campaign is very much over. What even is the point of this? This is an internal Chinese matter. I've been courteous and nice to all of my very helpful allies. I've done nothing to anger the Europeans, but no, I must die either way. I'm just gonna cap Chang, declare myself the winner, because I'm not fighting this campaign. I will no longer be able to trade. I will not have any rubber, except for maybe Thailand and Vietnam. I won't have anything, basically. Yeah, I'm fucked. Take Chongqing. Is that enough to cap Shang? Alright, he's given up at least. So we'll annex all of that. At least we can end on a unified China, but I'm not continuing the campaign. I'm sorry, boys, but I am done. Continue. Close, pause, and this is where we'll end it. The glorious Empire of China. I am now at war with the Allies as well as the Soviets, because they both decided to declare war on my Japanese puppet for reasons entirely beyond me. I suppose there are ways to win this. The Soviets we can beat in a conventional land war. The Allies we would hold off by basically barricading the narrowest points in the south and the far west of the country, and then just fight our way through the Soviet Union. The Germans are going to collapse. They won't be much help there. We can be invited to their faction. Yeah, that's gonna be... You know what? You're the only people who have my back. The only people who have my back are the Axis. There we go. Any case, Ma BUFANG, the loyal warlord, is now the Celestial Empire. We have remade Shibiri-san Ma better than ever, bigger than ever, more orange than ever. And I'm going to leave you on this high note. Is this a high note? It's a note. So this is where we'll leave it. I do not want to fight the world. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope ISP finds comfort in the knowledge that Skibidi-san Ma is not quite dead. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.